Hey, good morning, guys. It's Mike at Sapulpa Times, and we have got a lot to cover with you here today. Half the neighborhood was out looking for a 10-year-old kid last night. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first, I've got to introduce you guys to the man, the myth, the legend, Bryson Darnell. Some of you guys will know this young man as the amazing junior who cracked that home run last Friday at the brand new Sapulpa Chieftains baseball facility, and I was fortunate enough to be able to pull him away from the autographs and everything else to come and sit with us here for the show. Welcome, Bryson. Great to have you here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, we're happy to have you. I was excited. I promise you, like within 24 hours of me seeing this video, which was a fantastic video, by the way. Props to what's the name of the guy that put that video out?
I don't know his
Joseph,
name.
right? Yes. Oh my God. He gave me a hard time last time I saw him too, and now I'm gonna blank on his name. Anyway, sorry, bro. So he did this fantastic video of you hitting that home run, and it's got a really great like slow mo
Yeah.
walk as you're around second
Yeah.
base and everything. But okay, before we get into that, let's start from the beginning here because I'm finding out. I was talking to your dad at the game they had on Monday and found out that that was only like your second home run of your entire
Yeah.
high school career.
Yes, sir.
And the first one was earlier that week,
Yeah.
right? Tell me about that. Where was that at?
That was at Ponca City Monday in the eighth inning. We went into extra innings. So our leadoff batter got out to a ground ball, and then I came up, watched two pitches, saw the next one is like middle swung.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know it was gone. I was freaking out. I was like, "There's no way this happened." That untied the game. Then Jackson Penn came in to close the game. We won. It was just awesome. It was awesome.
Oh man, what a
Yeah.
great way to end it.
Yeah,
That,
it
you
was
said there was
great.
extra innings?
Yep,
Oh,
it was.
so it's like you got normally you'd be exhausted and like trying to get anything
Yeah,
there, and that's when
yeah.
you hit the home run. You're like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's all right. Time to unleash or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind when you're doing
I don't know. I'm just trying to play. I'm just trying to ball out.
Just trying to
I'm
play ball.
out.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
been playing ball for a long time.
Yes, sir. I have.
How long?
Like 13, 14 years, man.
That's a lot more experience than I have playing baseball. I tell you that. Holy
Yeah.
cow! And and you didn't always play for Sapulpa. You said that you started out kind of over in Bixby, right? Over
Yep.
in like Pee Wee
Bentley,
ball and
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Okay, and then you went to Kiefer, and that's where you were your freshman year.
Yep.
And then you moved to Sapulpa as a sophomore.
Yep.
And then you played your entire sophomore year. Were you just on the bench the whole time, or
No,
what?
I played center. I played center.
Okay, you
Yep.
played center field.
Yes, sir.
And then now what was cool because I did have the chance to talk to your dad at the game last time, and they talked about. He said that basically, like over the last summer, you really worked hard and put on like a good 15 pounds of
Yep.
muscle,
Yes, sir.
and that's probably what helped you be able to knock one out of the
Yeah.
park this time.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Awesome.
It was a great summer, man. It was
Really?
awesome.
So how did it feel like 5 days after hitting your very first home run ever to hitting the first home run at the Chieftain Stadium?
That was unreal, dude. I can't believe I did that. That was so
I
cool.
can't believe you did it either.
That was so cool, dude.
That was I don't know like it's gonna be historic, man. It's
Yeah.
the very first at bat that we had at the new facility, right? Now
Yes,
when we
sir.
first to bat, we weren't right because we were the
No,
home team.
no.
So they got the who were we playing?
We were playing Ulaga.
Okay. And so Ulaga came in, and I don't know, did they put up a good show or a good fight?
They scored. I'm pretty sure they scored a run in the first inning.
Okay.
And then when I came up, I tied the game. When I hit
Okay.
that, yeah.
Okay, so Ulaga comes in swinging.
Mm-hmm.
They start out ahead, and then you just step up to the box, and you're like, all right, we're just going to put an end to this right now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And hit the first home run at the first at bat at the new West Side baseball facility, which is a gorgeous place. Too.
Yes, it was awesome.
That's cool. Have you ever got to play on a place that nice?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, not even in Bixby and stuff.
No.
Okay, man.
Not
okay.
high school. Not high school.
Not high school, right? Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to step onto that field to go cut the ribbon and stuff. And Lucy was there too. It is a nice facility, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. We all do. In fact, those of us who are baseball parents, like Lucy and I, were pretty jealous because you guys got to play your games. Both of our games on Monday and Tuesday were canceled because of the mud out at the youth baseball facilities, and so we're all like. Just biding our time until we can push through another geo bond to get AstroTurf out the Sapulpa Youth Baseball facilities,
Yeah.
which I think are like 2 years old. I mean, they're brand new pretty much.
Yeah.
So, oh man, but dude, congratulations, man.
Thank
That's
you.
really
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's so good. And so you were telling me actually, and I don't know if it's just because of this hit, but you're starting to talk to colleges now.
Yep, I
right?
am.
You got somebody that's interested in you for sure.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah.
That's awesome. So they get. Do you know? Do they have like a period of time where they need to be able to like crunch you before college starts and everything? Where you have to commit?
Usually, like when you're a senior, there's signing dates, dot signing days. So like that's kind of like the final deadline usually, and
Okay.
it really honestly matters. I mean, I'm only a junior, so I have a lot of time to like
That's
think
true.
about it.
You've
Yeah.
got some extra time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is that your plan, just to keep on going out there and hitting homers,
Yeah.
and then?
Yes, sir.
So what position do you play? Do you still play center?
Yes, sir. I still play center.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Okay.
Outfield's fun. It's
It-
fun.
Well, I mean, you guys are getting a lot of action out there.
Yeah.
That is for sure. So the game that you guys played on Monday did a doubleheader against US Grant, which was an interesting team. I talked to Mr. Rhodes about this right as the second game was ending. And I was surprised because it was the first high school game that I had been to. They actually had a couple of women, a couple of ladies playing on this team. And I think it's just because it was a smaller school. They played first and second base, I think, or something like
Yes.
that. So what was it like playing against girls?
I mean, it's all baseball. I mean, it doesn't
There's no
really
difference?
matter. I mean, yeah. There's no difference.
I mean, it seemed like they could go out there and they could hustle just
Yeah.
as much as the boys did.
Yep.
So there was no difference there, though,
Yeah.
or anything. That was pretty cool. So that was neat to see. I mean, you guys still won. It was
Yeah.
pretty well, actually. That first game was, what was the score of that first
It
game?
was 22-0.
Okay, and then the second game?
I think it was like 15 or 17 or something to 0.
Also to 0. Okay, so that was a really good like morale boosting
Yeah,
game, I
yes.
think, for the Chieftains. Now, okay, so we've got another game coming up in just a couple days on Friday, right?
Mhm.
So tell us about that game.
Like, it'd be a good game. Victory is like they're a small school, but they got a lot of like good kids. They're gonna be a tough team.
Yeah, I think they've consistently been a pretty decent team
Yep.
over the years, right?
Yes,
They've
sir.
kind of raised a pretty good baseball team. So if you're looking for a good challenge, and we'll see if Sapulpa Chieftains can, maybe they'll decide to let the other team have a run this time. That might be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But that'll be on Friday. We're thinking about 4:30 or 5 o'clock is when that game starts. So if you're able to make it out there, as it is, Sapulpa Schools is actually out of school on that Friday. So it'll be really easy for the students to get there.
Yep.
But one thing I will recommend to everybody who is watching and who has plans on attending that game, go ahead and bring your lawn chairs. I know that they've got temporary bleachers out there right now. Don't know when the new bleachers are coming in. I don't think, Lucy, do you happen to know? Oh, really? That's going to be a while. Okay, because they're back ordered, right? Okay. So yeah, be sure to bring your chairs for the foreseeable future because it's going to be a while before they get those new bleachers. So if you want a comfortable seat, you're going to need to get that. But we're looking forward to seeing you guys out there. I think the weather's going to be great for it. It's going to be a great day for some
sir.
baseball, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Bryson, thanks again
Thank
for coming
you.
in, but it was a lot of
Thank
fun. Great to have you. I'll let you head out that way and you can give Lucy a microphone and then we'll bring Lucy on.
All right.
And but thanks for coming, buddy.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it very much.
I
So,
appreciate it, man.
yeah, he's got to get back to class now. He actually got let out of school to come and be on the show, so we're appreciative of him for doing that. And then, so we will see you on Friday. So,
All right. See you, man.
Yeah, have a good one, buddy. Thank you. Oh man, that was good. I love the chance that we got to have him on. That was a lot of fun. It was
That's
great.
so cool.
It was really cool. So, welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
glad to be here.
Yeah, we're all kind of in baseball mode right now. We saw each other last night at the fields in passing, at the practice field.
Yep.
Which the field that we played on didn't have any problem, the practice field.
No, we didn't
Did you
either.
guys have any mud problems or
But he was like, "Why do they get to play and we don't have games?" And we're like, "Well, your field's underwater." He's like, well, "Why isn't theirs?" I'm like, "Well, it's different." And he's like, "Well, I want to play on turf." And we're like, "I'm sorry, we're not that cool yet."
We'll get there.
Yeah. And then I explained to him, like, "You remember that big school that we were talking about? You know, because he helped with the vote campaign and stuff."
Oh.
I'm like, "This is part of that. Like, this is part of that big, awesome school you're gonna go to. You're gonna get to play here." And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah. my son Reed, he's also very much looking forward to. He's like, I'm gonna get to play on this field. I said,
Yeah.
yeah, if you make the team, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And I forgot to tell this to Bryson, but he was so nervous. Reed was to meet him, and he brought an autograph book and everything, and had him autograph. And everything, but he was too chicken to go ask him, so I had to step in and he was like, Bryson, my son really wants your autograph, man. Will you? And he did. He was a cool sport about it, so that's awesome. And plus, I think it's great to. I am very well aware of the fact that Bryson Donnell, I don't know if he'll play in college or what, but what he achieved out there and what he did, that was a very special moment for Sapulpa. And so I'm just glad that we were able to be here to record it and capture it and talk about it. So it's really cool to be able to say that you were there. Actually, I wasn't there. I'm kicking myself that I wasn't there. But so having him on the show was the best next best thing, I think. So. That was awesome. Okay, so we've got some other stuff to talk about. Let's kick it right into what was going on with pretty much half of Sapulpa was out looking for a 10-year-old boy last night. And so this happened a little earlier during the evening. A boy named Drake, according to his mom, left the house, didn't have shoes on, and left unannounced. And I'm saying all of this because it's a good ending. He returned home safe, but I'm also bringing it up because it was a really good showing of what Sapulpa does. This is what Sapulpa does. Is after we got out of baseball practice, we swung by the community just to kind of see if they had found him yet, if people were looking. And I mean, it seemed like everybody and their dog was out looking for this kid. And I mean some literal dogs.
Oh, yeah.
There were people on scooters with lights and their dogs that were out searching for this kid. So really glad that he made it home.
Talking about it again.
Oh, really? Yeah. So what was going through your mind when you saw it?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was at baseball, and Hudson has called me out a couple times. Like, if I wasn't watching him, he'd be like, "Mom, why are you on your phone?" And so, which I will say, like, baseball is at 5:30 on Tuesdays, and so there's been some times where like I've left work just a little bit early, and so I'm like finishing up end of the day emails while I'm sitting at the field. And so I'm so thankful that the city lets me do that. So I'm just going to say that first. But there's been times where I'm working on a couple of things while they're like warming up and things on the field. And so I have been like looking down, and he's like, "Are you going to take a nap? Are you going to watch? Like, what are you doing?" And so it kind of, it like hurts you, you know, you're like, crap, my kid noticed that I was on my phone. And so I've been very diligent. So I will say that it was after baseball practice. So it was 7:30, like almost 8 o'clock before I even saw it.
Okay.
And so I got home and got in my PJs and was kind of just hanging out. And then I got on Facebook and I saw that, and instantly, like, it was hard for me to even read it. Because all you see is like the police department, everyone's just sharing this face.
Yeah.
And
it
so
got a lot of shares, by the way.
It did.
Yeah.
And so as a mom, I was just like, oh. So when I finally was able to like read it, to see where it was, because I'm like, is it near me? Should I be walking my neighborhood? Kind of thing. And so I'm just so thankful that he came home, because I can't imagine what that mom was going through or thinking.
Well, I can't imagine, because I have a son that's the same age. So yeah, we were there and looking, and there was a lot of people out. So this is a very heartfelt thank you to all the parents and friends and neighbors and stuff that came out to look for him. Really, really grateful that this turned out to be a good ending to this story. So that's really happy. And that was literally the first thing I did when I woke up this morning. I reached for my phone to check to see if he had been found. Yeah. And that's how I found that he made it home safe. So we don't know any other details about if he was found and brought home by the police. The police made it sound like he came home on his own, and but I don't know that for sure. That's just kind of how the update sounded from the Sapulpa Police Department. But anyway, so he's home, he's safe. Thank you to all of you guys who got out there in the dark. And it's sad that it took a thing like this, but that neighborhood over there is not well lit. I will just say, this was Davis Park and Washington and all that, and the street lights just aren't cutting it over there, man. I mean, it was hard to look for a kid. He could have been anywhere. And but yeah, people had their flashlights out and running around on scooters. There were dogs out there. People had their dogs, just kind of helping to find a person, and they found him, or he returned home. So anyway, he's home safe, and we're grateful to be able to share that with you guys this morning. We've got some other great news as far as stuff that is happening. Actually, funny enough, except for the baseball game, I don't think we've got anything major happening this weekend. Surprising.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Wow. Except I know Minecraft is going to be out
Oh, yeah?
at TP Drive-In, which kind of leads me right into the next thing that's coming up, which is about TP Drive-In. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention before I brought that up?
I think the Creek County Speedway is
Oh,
still
yeah.
doing their
They're talking about
their city free nights. I had a lot of fun. I had never been out there before, and I went out there on the Sapulpa night, and it was so much fun. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I think I'm going to go to Salina this weekend and watch the American sprint cars.
Really? Okay. Well, she's hooked now.
So it was so much fun, and I hear this is like the fastest speedway because it's only like a half a mile or something like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think that's what I'm into this weekend, but
Sweet.
they are still having those. So check their Facebook page, and they'll let you know what town gets in free this week.
Okay. We did see they actually gave us a comment on the story earlier on this post here. Creek County Speedway for the autism race. So I guess that
Yes.
must be a special race specifically to benefit autism awareness and things of that nature. So that is awesome. So, I mean, if you got nothing else you're doing, I'm having a garage sale this weekend. So I know
Okay.
that's what I'm doing on Saturday morning. But we may go out and check out this race as well. So I haven't been there very often. I need to go more. The
Wear your
fact that we've had that-
sunglasses.
What?
Wear sunglasses.
Okay, thank you.
And wear a hat.
Well, that won't be a problem. I wear a hat all the time
Right.
anyway. So, and then I know don't sit in a muddy spot. That's the only thing I learned at the last time I
Oh,
was
that's
there.
right.
Like, don't sit in
I
that
remember.
particular part of the bleachers that
Yeah.
is empty for a reason.
Oh, and then the Speedway, they gave away like some free family passes to
Oh,
come
did
out
they?
for the autism awareness.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you take a chance and attend the Speedway, and you might get the chance to go again for free. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Well, that would be awesome to see a good showing at the Speedway this Saturday. I think the weather's going to be really great for it. We're in the middle of a really great period of
I know.
weather right now,
And it's
guys.
going to be cold next week.
What's happening next week?
It's going to be cold
No.
at the end of
Again?
next week. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Like 40.
that's not terrible. I mean, I was worried about a frost. Are we worried
I don't
about
think
plants
so.
and stuff?
No.
No? Okay. What about severe weather? Do you know anything about that?
No.
Okay, we'll be keeping an eye on that because I've heard that next week is going to be quote unquote wild. That's what they're telling me.
Who told you that?
Mike Collier.
Oh.
He said it earlier this week though.
I'm
so-
not going to lie. I don't watch the news.
I don't watch
You're
the
the
news
only
either.
news
This is Mike
person.
Collier.
This is the only news person station that I pay attention to.
Well, that's the only one you need to pay attention to. So thank you for that. But actually, we find that out quite a bit. That most of the people they get most of their news from us and
Yeah.
don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, guys. We appreciate that. So anyway, we'll be keeping an eye on the weather for you. Speaking of severe weather, I do need to go ahead and remind you guys, if you have a storm shelter, go ahead and go through the somewhat arduous process of registering your storm shelter with the Creek County Emergency Management Authority. You can get the form for that on creekcountyonline.com. I believe that's the right address there. And there's a form you print off, fill it out, and then drop it off at the location. You want to do this so that if we ever do, heaven forbid, have a tornado rip right through your house or your neighborhood or something, the police and fire know how to find you, and they know where you are as far as where your storm shelter is. Because last thing we want is on the same day you lose your house in a tornado that you get stuck down in your storm shelter from the rubble or something. So,
Yeah.
done.
Something that I learned Monday after leaving here is that the city also has safe room permits. I'm pretty sure they're free. I should have figured that out before I brought this up. But talking about the storm shelters, I thought about it. And these are for your safe rooms that are inside your house. You do not have to disclose exactly where they are. But you go in and you let us know. That way, if something happens, we know that there is a safe room in your house. Or if you were to call 911, our fire department and police department would know that you do have a safe room. So if they get there after a 911 call and they can't find you, they would know to make sure to keep looking.
Oh, good. Okay. And I was only half listening what you were saying there because I was reading this comment. What's the process for getting one of those permits?
Just a normal permit, so you can visit Shirley at the city clerk's office, and then I believe they might be on our OpenGov where you get like your other permits.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure. But I do know you can get them with Shirley.
Okay. And that they do exist. That's a good thing.
That
I didn't
they
even
do
know that was
exist.
a thing. So that's good.
They
Good
do
to know.
exist. Like I said, I think they're free. We were talking about it.
I would imagine
And
they would be.
I'm pretty sure they're
It makes
free.
sense that you would need to have a permit to install it.
Well, you would have to have a permit to install it because that would be like a remodel permit. So, but you just
Okay.
register that you have one.
Yeah, kind of in the same way that the Creek County Management Authority registered the storm shelters.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so
We just want to find you if you call 911 or if your house is blown over. They just want to find you.
that's what it's about. We need to find you. Okay, while we were talking, and the whole reason that I got off track while she was talking there is because we do have somebody asking about bringing some tickets for the race this weekend. So we might have a giveaway for you on Friday from the Creek County Speedway. So thanks for that, Jason Wayne. We'll get in touch with you there, and then hopefully we'll do that giveaway this coming Friday. So you guys be sure to watch the show then for that. Let's talk about the next big thing that is happening. This is actually another history maker. There's all kinds of history being made in Sapulpa the last couple of weeks, guys. This is another one. Ready? So the TP Drive-In is going to be showing. I am not even going to try and pronounce the Muskogee version of this name, but it's the Savior, and it is the first feature-length film in the Muskogee language, and the TP Drive-In is going to be showing it for free next week during Holy Week on the 16th. And again, it's a completely free showing. It is basically the story of Jesus, and but it's told entirely in the Muskogee language, and so it does come with English subtitles as well. So I went and read a little bit about the process because this movie was actually filmed and made over 10 years ago, and I think originally it was in Arabic, and then it was dubbed over in Muskogee for this particular type of showing right here. So I think the goal behind this movie is to show it as natively as possible to as many groups of people as possible. And so they had it in Arabic or Aramaic or something like that originally, which would have been the language of the hometown of Jesus, right? And all of that over there. And then they brought it here, and now it's in the Muskogee language. So again, it's a free showing. This is Sapulpa. I know we've got a lot of Native Americans here, and so if you guys are interested in this, then be sure to go and check this out. I've been told that there'll be like some pre-show activities, like some actual authentic Muskogee hymns and stuff that will be sang. So it is going to be a really cool cultural experience for this, on top of, it being Easter, Holy Week, the story of Jesus, all of that. So it's going to be a really great time. So be sure to come out and check that out if that is your bag. I want to invite you guys out to do that. That'll be a TP Drive-In on the 16th, next week, during Holy Week, to a free showing of that show. So that'll be awesome.
And if you are an actor or a singer or you play instruments or something like that, and you are looking to get involved in Sapulpa, don't forget today is the last day. No, yesterday was the last day.
No, today.
No, it's today.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Today, I was like 6th, 7th, 8th, but that would have been Sunday. It'd be 7th, 8th, 9th. So today is your last day to head over to the Sapulpa Community Theater and audition for their show, A Mother's Gift.
Mom's Gift.
Mom's Gift. Sorry.
That's the extended version. That's the
Yeah.
the
So
extended version of Mom's Gift.
So Mom's Gift, if you want to go over there and audition for that, they would love to have you. I will not be there. I said I would maybe do it, but it's just the wrong time of the year for me because of baseball. So also, like I said, if you are into singing or instruments, you can head over to the upstairs speakeasy at the Crossroads Cookery that you get to from the alley. On the first Friday of every month, they will be holding open mic auditions. Other than that, right now, I don't have any other auditions for you, but I think that could be fun. I'm not a singer, and I don't play instruments, so I won't be there, but I may go listen.
We could go and just watch.
Yeah.
We could observe and report.
Oh, and if you are a band and you want a gig and you want to start in Sapulpa, you can also reach out to them because they're looking to fill some spots.
Yep. They are, and also James Cali Brewing Company
Oh, yeah?
is doing live music
Oh,
every Thursday now. I think
they have like a patio now.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the back? Okay, so it's the patio I think that they've always had, but now they're using it. You're making it.
I got to go look
You're
at
making
it.
his face like, oh
I
yeah.
got to go look at it, and I got some inside details about what's coming, what's happening.
Ooh, yeah.
And
You can't
so
share any of them.
I
though,
can't
can you?
share them yet. They're finalizing some things, and so all the information will be out soon. But I will say that if you've seen their post about the bags and brews, which is for the end of May, it'll all be ready before that.
Okay, great.
So
All right. So that Bags and Brews is that a charity thing?
I don't think that one is.
Okay, but it's a special event that they're doing with a cornhole tournament. That'll be a lot of fun. I mean, it's a little early for us to start promoting it now, so that's why I'm not really talking that much about
Yeah.
it. But you can find the information on Facebook if you're interested in going and getting signed up for that. So that'll be awesome. But anyway, I think that's it.
I think that's all we have.
Right? Yeah. So. Okay, good deal. Well, guys, be sure to tune in on Friday. We're going to have Free Coffee Friday, and I don't know who the sponsor is this week, but the rules are the same. Just come on down to CTS Coffee at 114 East Dewey. Get yourself a free drip coffee or discounted specialty coffee or $3 off of pretty much whatever you want. And I will say, after being there all week, there is something that is starting to get very popular there among the coffee mafia crowd that goes over there, and it's these cinnamon rolls that they make.
Ooh.
Have you had one?
I haven't, but I've heard about them.
Okay, they come in like a pie tin, basically, and there's like a group. That's not just one. That's a group of like
5.
5 or 6 or something, and then you got the one in the middle, which I think is the best one. That's going to be the one you want. But anyway, they are selling. They might be selling those out every day now, but. A couple of the guys in the coffee mafia always get one of those, and they heat them up for you, and the rest of us are sitting there drinking our coffee and looking like forlornly at this cinnamon roll, wishing that we had gotten one, but some of us are trying to watch our weight right now. Not me, but I'm sure some of us are. So anyway, all that to say, come to Free Coffee Friday tomorrow, because that'll be a lot of fun, 7:30 to 9:30, and I invited Bryson. We'll have to see if he comes. That'd be cool for him to kind of shake hands and meet everybody, so he might be down there. And then hopefully we'll have a giveaway to do for the Creek County Speedway as well. So we'll be back in touch with you guys then on Friday.
Yeah.
All right?
Where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love.
Yeah, you got it. We said it so much that now we finish each other's sandwiches. Finish each other's sandwiches, right? Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning into the show. We will see you guys again on Friday, where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love.
Bye!
Bye-bye.